What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, the second channel. We are getting back on the Time Attack Civic. I did a few things off camera. I just did one side. I'm going to do the other side today. We're doing suspension work. We're going to swap out the steering rack for the manual steering rack. I'm going to take out the looped power steering rack because it's impossible to turn. We are working on the rear strip bar, so hopefully we'll get that done in this episode. We're doing the urethane bushings. I've pulled off all of the steering and I've gotten all that replaced. We're working on this side here, and that side's already done. And we did pick us up some Willwood brakes for this bad girl, but we've got everything pretty much ready to go. I'm going to start pull the other side, and then I did already get one side, like I said, somewhat finished, and then we're going to pull off the other side and then try to get the steering rack out of here. And then I have all new stuff. Everything is going to be new. The CV axles are in great condition, so I'm not concerned with it. We're going to leave those alone. We've got brand new brakes, new lines coming in, so new braided lines will be in hopefully very soon. Got some new bolts from Resto. Wanted to get everything new. Rear end is already done. I'll show you guys a quick little video of that, but I did go ahead and knock out the rear end already. There's probably plenty of videos online of you seeing rear suspension get put in, so I don't think it matters. We did skunk 2 lower control arms with the spherical bushings on the control arm side. Everything else is urethane. And then, like I said, this is already finished, both urethane bushings in there. Pulled this apart just so I can clean it all, because it used to be that blue color there. So yeah, we're getting on that. We're really moving along, getting all the suspension work done, and hopefully we can get all of that done in this video, and then off to the tuner, hopefully. He hasn't answered me back yet, so I'm getting kind of worried. Oh well, let's get to work. Alright, so one thing I want to make sure of with the Civic, with my blue Civic, that it's not a compression issue. So I think that's what we're going to do, is go check the compression in this motor before I do anything else, because I'm like buying all these parts and doing all this stuff, and if we have a motor issue, well, that's even a bigger issue than I feel like dealing with. So let's go run some compression. I'm probably going to need your help because I can't look at the gauge and start it at the same time. So come give me a hand. Make yourself useful. Today. $149. And there we go. We're looking healthy. Looking healthy. $148. So 148, 150, 149, 151. I'll take it. All right, that's great news. Engine is healthy, which means I'll feel better taking it to a tuner and letting him figure out what that cold start issue is. I was really concerned that the cold start issue was going to be it not having enough compression. So I think we're okay to go ahead and get onto the suspension. The manual steering rack I need to swap out. We're taking the dashboard out of there because we're swapping it out with another dash. I figured I would do all this at one time. We're taking the air conditioning out because it doesn't work. Maybe keep the heater in, but take the blower out. I don't know if it still works that way, but I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna get this dashboard out, and then I think that's what we'll start. Take the dash out, and then start taking all the suspension apart, because we've got bushings, we've got urethane bushings to put in, we've got the Teen Flex coilovers to put on. I've even got some wheels, which, stay tuned, I'll show you those later at the end of the video, if you're lucky. We gotta get, sorry for the noise, this has all got to come off of here, and then once this is off I should be able to undo the little wishbone or whatever it's called for the steering, And then from there, I should be able to drop the steering rack. And then I've got another like U-joint type deal that'll go on here that allows me to convert this from a power steering rack to a manual rack. I guess you have to have like the EG, like little wishbone steering, whatever it's called. But anyway, I think this should just pop off. It's got little pins here. Pull that off there. That's one. Other one's not there, of course. Is it? Oh, that's there. Oh, there we go. All right, easy enough. And this should come out. Yeah, buddy. There's that's the suspension going in, but put that there. Yeah, so undo this bolt here, probably that one too, and go ahead and just pull the entire thing. My biggest concern is going to be the steering wheel turning. I guess it doesn't matter. The steering wheel is the steering wheel. It won't be straight anymore, but yep, we got to pull this off, and I've got all new Honda couplers, so I'm gonna knock that out real quick, meet you back under the car to get the rest of it off. I'm gonna try to leave that one on, the top one, so when I pull the bottom, it doesn't bring that little wishbone with it. I heard that it's easier to get it out of here if you don't try to drag the wishbone through the hole. But let's go underneath. So he's got the things under here. I can't really show you, but underneath there, that's where it's looped. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that's where it's looped, and the loop's hitting the body. Sorry for the noise again, guys. I got the fan on. It's Florida, and it's already hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I'm not taking my clothes off, ladies, so don't ask. So maybe if I undo that, which one is already undone. I'm gonna get, supposedly he filled this stuff, so, which means that if I undo this, it's coming on me. So that was the loop there, which are nice little AN fittings, nice little loop, but it is completely empty. That would explain why the steering was extremely hard. Like, very hard steering. And next, oil pan. Alright, that's out of the way. Now what? I'm still hung up on there. Something's hung up. I have no clue. We're going to have to play with this a little more. Be right back. With the old one out, new one's got to go back in. You can see such a huge difference in a power steering rack and a manual steering. The shaft's not as thick. That's right, ladies. This is longer though. We did go ahead and replace this stuff brand new from Honda because it does not come with it. So we also got these here, brand new. Everything's new. What I am finding though is I'm probably going to have to remove this one. This is so long now, which it seems longer than the other one that was in there, but I was also able to remove that completely, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to remove this and just take this off, and I think I'll be able to get it in then, because the other one allows me to slide through, but I can't get it here. So let's remove this. That should work. It's just gonna suck putting this back on in the car and then trying to get the boot back on and wrap it, all that, but either way, we gotta do it. So let's go. Let's see. Remove this here. All right, steering is in. So that part is pretty much done, other than I've got to get the measurement. I think I'm just gonna have to do like a on the ground alignment or something myself, because the measurements coming off of the other one don't even come close. Like, I barely have any threads left here, and when I measured that off the other one, I had like this much left. So these must be shorter, which I guess that might be a thing because it's manual. It has a shorter steering. We're gonna get all of this put back together again. I think putting this back together and then attaching the steering will allow me to make sure that the steering wheel is straight and I don't need to take the hub off and try to adjust the straightness. But yeah, looking pretty good. Definitely gonna have to drop the oil pan. Oil pan is leaking, so get a new gasket for that. And new oil again. That's amazing since I just did it. Just changed the oil not that long ago, so now I get to change it again. But at least I'll just leave the filter in. Good deal. All right, let's get back to it. Get the rest of the suspension installed. So under here we've got strut bars done, all the end links, all the bushings have been replaced, everything has gone through to make sure that I've gotten everything correctly. Sorry for the noise again, guys, got the fan on. But everything's fitting up great. I gave the sway bar, did I say strut bar? The sway bar, end links, urethane on, gave it a birthday, decided to give it a little paint, put it in there before I put it back. So we're good to go. All right, on to the next thing. Okay, so sway bar is on. I went ahead and gave it a little birthday, gave it some paint, made it look better, got all the suspension bushings done, and then all we really got left is to put on the hub and brakes and all that fun stuff. But everything is definitely coming together. End links are on, sway bars on, everything. I did not torque anything down. I will wait till I can get all that stuff up in the air before I, get it to right height before I start torquing anything down. But yeah, all I got left, like I said, is spindle. Put the spindle on, get the hub and everything bolted down, get the CV joints in there, and then pull it up to right height, and then I'll tighten everything down. I did get these installed too. I ordered a new header from PLM, so that'll be in soon. I got all these in. Weirdly enough, that it only comes with 7 and it leaves the 2 factory on the end. I wish it didn't do that because those are ugly. It'll do. It'll work for now. So that's all we got left. One thing I do want to do is my strut bar that I've made, like I have said before, I want to make a brake booster bracket. So what I need to do is get the strut bar put on. I'm gonna do all of that. I'm just gonna use my old top hats and throw them in there so that I can get the strut bar on, so that I can get that tacked, and then I'll pull it out and finish weld it. Don't know if I've said before, but I did already come up with kind of a system of what I'm gonna do here. It'll hang off there. These two will go, these are just wood right now, but I'm gonna cut them out of metal. This will go in between. I'll weld this center section on. This is the part that's going to touch the booster. It's basically just a stainless steel castle nut, but not a castle nut, whatever the hell these are called, these dome looking nuts or bolts. But that's going to be the what touches. I'll probably put some kind of a rubber on here so that you don't hear any kind of rattling or any kind of weird noises. So that'll go, but this will be able to tighten on. This will also be there on the front. This is threaded as well. So yeah, we'll do something like that. So this will bolt here and it'll be in between. that'll work. So yeah, we need to get onto that. I think we're probably gonna wait till next video to do that, get that finished up, because all I have left right now is just tightening up suspension and all that. We still gotta pull the dashboard, and we're getting closer. Like, it's moving a little faster than I thought. I'm trying to just do a little bit day by day as I can. I'm trying to do that and do my custom bikes and stuff, so I don't have a lot of time to focus, but I'm gonna get on that. But I'll get all that finished up, and we'll get this on the ground and get it to the tuner, so that hopefully all the starting issues will be taken care of and we can get this thing out to Tennessee in October. Pretty excited about that. Other than that, guys, thanks for following along. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and I will see you real soon. See you later.